It's Wednesday today, and I suddenly realised with all the excitement of the boat trip on Monday, I forgot to mention that over the weekend we had otter sightings! Woo! We saw one from our sitting room and I managed to get a little bit of footage of it. It was floating around a little bit, then it climbed up on some seaweedy rocks before it disappeared. And then we saw another one the next day as we were coming back from Broadford in nearly the same place, just when we were getting back to our house. Yesterday was rainy all day, so we stayed at home and celebrated Mum's book, 'Tis the Season, which has just been released on Amazon. So if you're watching this and you haven't checked it out, go and search for Suzanne Munn with a Z on Amazon and you'll find her book, 'Tis the Season. We're very excited. We had a bit of pink fizz and yeah, really exciting day. But we didn't go out because it was raining all the time. So today it's sunny at the moment, it's very windy. We're going to go to Ashegg Beach again. The tide is different to what it was last week, so we're hoping to be able to explore further across the beach. Well, Ashegg was lush. It did rain quite a bit, but we had a little walk around on the beach. Saw some more golden plovers, probably the same ones actually. And we saw a white-tailed eagle, which was really exciting to see one on our own, just out in the wild. And we also saw a big flock of Brent geese flying over, which were a little bit far away to get any footage of. But other people had seen them near Broadford, which is where they were across the estuary, so that's another one for the list. We are now on the Slate Peninsula, which is south of the island, and we're just going to take a little loop, drive around, visiting a few little towns on the coast of the Slate Peninsula. We stayed near here last time and we did this drive a couple of times. It's very beautiful and lots of little places like this to stop and have a little wander around, see what birds we might find. We've ended up at one of my favourite places, which is this village called Ord. We came here last year a couple of times and it's just beautiful. We had a bit of a rainy, windy drive over the mountain to get here, but it's just so calm and peaceful here. I mean, I'm sure it's not always calm and peaceful here, but it certainly is today. There's a rock with what I think are shags, and 3 gooseanders just flew over and landed in the sea, which are gorgeous. Loving them. This is probably going to be our last stop today. We've got a couple more days left, so plenty more time. This morning we've driven over to Kyle, which is about 7 miles off the main road, over a mountain pass and down into a beautiful little teeny village on the side of the Sound of Slate. There's a little walk along to an otter hide, and yeah, we got quite soaked on the way, but we had a really nice time in the hide looking out. Not many unusual birds to see, lots of cormorants and shags and great black-backed gulls and hooded crows. But the sun's sort of come out on the walk back through the woods and it's beautifully peaceful. Today is our last full day on Skye, which is a little bit sad, but we've had an amazing time and I know we'll be back. Yesterday afternoon, Dad and I went on a little bit of a last-minute bird hunt. We drove down to Asheg Beach and got rained on, and then we drove around to Harrowpool in Broadford Bay. We'd seen some Brent geese there the evening before, which was an amazing sight. We'd seen them in the afternoon and then they sort of appeared for us at Harrowpool, which was beautiful. So we went back to the same spot, partly to sort of see if they were there, and also because the tide was a little bit different, we thought we'd see if there was anything else. And there were loads of waders quite near the little car park we were in, some ring plover and redshank. We haven't seen a lot of redshank, so it was good to see them, and some dunlin and more bar-tailed godwits, which were always a treat. And we were just sort of thinking about leaving, and I spotted a duck, which from the distance was really hard to identify, and I had a feeling it was something unusual, didn't look familiar. So I had a little bit of a dash across some bog to try and get a little bit nearer, and it turned out to be a long-tailed duck, juvenile, which is pretty unusual. So I was very happy to see that and to successfully identify it. So yeah, that was exciting. So today we're going to drive up the east coast of Skye again towards Portree, and we're going to visit a place called Anarged, which is a little peninsula, tiny peninsula just on the side of Rasay. So you can walk out onto it and get a little bit closer to Rasay. So looking forward to that. We've never been there. The weather's changeable, we'll see. We just had an amazing rainbow, which I think is a good sign. We've seen loads of rainbows on Skye this time round, but this one was extra special, so that was a gift. Anyway, let's see what is at Anarged. Well, I feel a bit buffeted. I'm out on the end of the peninsula, which is a fantastic spot. If a bit windy, I found some shelter beside a kind of little rock. And yeah, there's some amazing views of the Isle of Skye. I just saw the ferry that crosses to it, just making its way across the sound. There are seabirds everywhere, gannets and all sorts of gulls, and shags and cormorants and guillemots. There's all kinds of things. It's glorious. So that's the end of our 2 weeks on Skye. We've had an amazing time. We love this house. We love Lower Breakish. It's a great place to stay. We'll definitely be coming back to Skye again soon. But first we've got to deal with a 12-hour drive back to Wales. I will see you again, probably in 2024, for some more nature vlogs. Until then, bye for now.